All right, guys, let's do an update on Ethereum. It's been a while since Ethereum just doesn't move. So that's not going to continue forever, guys. I mean, this has been a pretty long base. Um, there's some technicians, really, if you follow William O'Neill, which is the founder of Investors Business Daily, and I believe his website's still investors.com, but he kind of really brought to the forefront in the 90s and 2000s the cup and handle base pattern. That was a pretty common base that often leads to pretty decent breakouts. So he had his top 100 stocks. He does it now. It's like top 50. But I'll just show you what that looks like. You don't have to get real specific with a cup and handle. It's the same. It doesn't have to be exact. It's the concept that matters. So this would be the idea, right? And then a lot of times you'll form what's called a handle. Sometimes that's kind of descending. Sometimes it's sideways. Here on Ethereum, we actually have the cup. And then this is really the handle here. It's just a big basing pattern that's actually been narrowing. If you look at here, this is a pretty tight handle, pretty tight consolidation. So let's look at the higher time frames, but I think the next move, we're probably getting close to a breakout. It looked like we almost had it here. You couldn't follow through the next candle. It showed a little bit of life here, getting above this high. But still, we need to follow through, get some solid weekly, and maybe really a monthly close. A bit higher. So let's look at the higher time frames though. When we go to the monthly, well, this is versus USDT. That's fine. I don't want to switch just yet. I like looking at this versus the dollar or tether. Take some of the big moves out of Bitcoin. It just kind of shows you what the overall, actually, what Ethereum's been doing. So just a quiet base, really. I think the next leg, if you want to talk about measured moves, a measured move is you take this move up, all right, and then after a basing period, basically from here to here, we've gone sideways. You could easily see another leg up in relative proportion to that one. All right, so this is sloppy, guys. This is why you don't have to be exact. The point is that this was the first move up. We've been going sideways. I look for another leg up. I mean, these monthly cycles aren't very helpful just yet. There's just not enough data there. Let's go to the daily cycle. There's just not much to do while we're in this range. I don't know really what else to say, guys, about Ethereum. You notice how the bands here, the wave formation bands, are all laying right on top of each other. That's very indicative of a range trade. So Ethereum's just not quite ready to launch, but we do think the next move will be higher. So you don't need to sit in a lot of Ethereum right now. Some people have the buy and hold approach, like you have to always own a big piece of Ethereum, or you're what's wrong with you? Are you abandoning them? No, your capital is not really working for you at all the last 2 months, really even 2.5 months in Ethereum. So just put the capital back in it, put it to work when it shows that it's ready to go. I like to think of my stocks or the futures I'm trading, whatever position that position needs to prove to me why I should give it capital. It's got to work for me. So, if it doesn't work for me, I kill it. I don't give it any more capital. That's it. You fire it, and somebody else gets my attention. Some other project or some other coin or some other investment or another stock gets my capital, gets my focus, my energy. And right now, Ethereum you should not have a big position in Ethereum. There's no reason to just sit on it. You can have some, but really we got to take out this high, and then it'll have my attention again. So we kind of have to, we struggled at just in front of 360. This is the double top highs right in front of 400. But man, if we do get above there, the next leg is gonna be, we should see a pretty good run. Probably an easy double out of here. So anyway, guys, hope that helps on Ethereum.